Hey there, YouTube, it's Justin the Junkie. How the fuck are you guys doing today?
Girls would say stop, I say I'm not. That's enough, I quit cause y'all are busting me out. I say girls don't hide it, just divide it and please don't.
So today, we're getting this transmission that I just bought out of the fucking Street Beast, and we got to get it on the transmission stand and do some work. We got to put a slip yoke on it. Got to put the front bell housing on it. We got to put a whole bunch of other shit. So I'm gonna kind of film this till we get to a point here where it's ready to go back in. So I got the Harbor Freight. You can see I got the Harbor Freight engine hoist here, and we are lifting her up. Now I feel like that's pretty good. I'm gonna have to pull it out of here to see if I can get it out of here. Holy fuck! There she goes. Look at that. Now what sucks is by yourself. Oh, this is kind of a pain in the ass here. But anyway, especially when one of your truck drivers fucks the handle up of the dolly. So anyway, let me get you guys out of the way. I gotta get it up here on this engine stand. I gotta get it over here on this engine stand. So let's see what we can do here. It's a little heavy. All right. Just see if we can do this. Oh, this is gonna suck by yourself. There's what we need to do. Okay. So, need to go up, and then what we'll do is we'll push this up here and get it back here. All right, there's that. All righty, I feel like that's good. What I'm going to do is wrap a strap around it, just so this thing doesn't want to fall off here and hit me in the body, if you get what I'm saying. This will just let me work on it like doesn't have to be that tight. All right, so there's that. The first thing we're going to do is put the bell housing on it. And then we will start putting all the accessories and Speedo cable, all that type of shit on it. I'll show you guys how to do this. What the core comes with, if you will. Alrighty, I got the hernia away and I got this bell housing bolted up on there. Alright, and I'm tightening up some of the bolts. I'm using the bolts or the nuts that they gave me. And I'm not going to use Loctite because these are lock nuts locked together. But now, if you listen real closely, okay, you can hear the click wrench or the torque wrench click. Which listen, so click, there it went, torque to factory spec. Click, 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 click. Yep, there's factory spec right there. All right, now we got these right here. Click, click, click. Alrighty, a couple more bolts here, and this bell housing will be on there. Click, click, click. Alright, now we're missing one bolt. Oh, there it is. Let me come over here, move this out of the way. Torque to factory spec. So there's that. Alrighty. Now what we got to do is we are going to come over here to the side. We have this thing to put in, but we're gonna wait on that because I think we have to do it like that. All right, so there's that. We're just gonna wait on this real quick, not bolt that up. We're gonna start with these small things here. I'm gonna have to, so there's one there, and then, sorry about that, but one back there. All right, so I'll start, I gotta clean up some stuff, and then, what do you call that? Clean up my fittings and all that stuff, so. Alrighty, moving right along here, we gotta put, shit, I forgot something. Alrighty, I like this shit right here for thread sealant. I don't know why. This stuff just works pretty good, so you just wanna put a little bit on this fitting, and then one screws in there, one screws in, one screws in back here. Alrighty, got that one in, and then we got one more to put right here. This is the valves that control your high and low. So the high and low valve come in here. This valve switches low, so your like shifting point there or whatever. Get this fucking thing. It's so tight to get this shit started in here. You think that they would just put these on from the factory, but they don't. So then we just have to tighten these up. Oh, wrong way. So tighten, tighten. You also don't want to fuck up that brass fitting, and you also have to know that they go straight up. That's pretty good there. Now this one's going to be tougher. Fucking coarse, fucked up. Alrighty, there's that one, and then the last one is right here. Okay, we got one more to put here if I can get. All right, then we got to put this in right here. All right, and then I don't know what this one does. Oh, I gotta have a 3/4 wrench. Fucking A. So now that we got a 3/4 wrench, this one goes right here, and then while we're back here, we're just gonna go ahead and put the Speedo in. So I like these swivel fittings. These are the ones that I bought because they can go like that. All right, there's that. All right, the Speedo goes right there. So the Speedo goes right here. All right, it's a 13mm bolt. All right, let's see if we can get this out. So this Speedo sensor goes, I'm just going to put it in. I forget how it kind of goes. There it goes. It goes like that. Then we'll just run this back in. And all that is a lock nut to hold that on there. All right, now all we got to do is come up here, and on the top side right here goes our goes right there. That's our reverse switch. It looks like 1/4 inch. And it is. Oh, that's a nice 1/4 inch plug right there. All right, now we got to get our Speedo switch right here. And the Speedo switch is just a ball. You know, when you come up here and you hit the transmission, it locks it on. So we'll screw this down. This is a little bit different style than the one that the Western Star had. All right, so there's that. Now we're on. All right, now we're on to this yoke. Okay, and you want to never seize this up real good here. Because you don't want this yoke freezing on there, because it'll get frozen on there, and God himself couldn't get it off. Some people said they've had to cut the output shaft on them to get them off. I was like, well, I've never done that, but all right. So then this just fits on there. You can see that that's kind of a taper. All right. Now, you always want to put a new nut with these. All right. And then what we'll do is we'll get out the big airline. All righty. 2 3/4 inch socket. Woo! Heavy. This gun sometimes gets fucked up if you don't hit it right. There we go. Alrighty, there is that on there. Alright, now what this does is just protect it from debris. We got that on there, yoke's on there nice and tight. Now all we got to do is come back around here and mess with the bell housing. So what I'm doing is I'm just putting the clutch fork on there. This is, you know, like your whatever fork. So what it is there's 9/16 bolts. And then this side, this shaft has a chamfer on one side. And then over here, what it has is a big thick washer, kind of like a keyway. And then this bolt goes right through the middle of it right there. Alrighty? We got one more thing to do, and that's just whiz wheel we got a, you know, shifter for that. But anyway, this is how you put a transmission together after it comes back. When you get a remand or anything like that, you know, you save your bell housing, you save all that little stuff that I showed you, and then all this just bolts up. It's ready to go. When Jim gets here, we're under a time crunch. We're trying to get this done tonight because this truck has to haul asphalt tomorrow for a company that I do work for. And you're like, yes, hauling asphalt. Yes, we are hauling asphalt in January. It's probably not going to be fun, but they called and asked me. You know, I said yes because usually I'm not on that list, but I'm making my way on this list. So anyway, that's that. I hope you enjoyed working on getting this transmission unloaded, and you see what you got to go through. I think this thing weighs about 1,100 pounds right now. I don't know what the weight was. There was no shipping weight on there, but I think the dry weight of the transmission is like 750 pounds, and then you probably, you know, it's a good 900 pounds here that you're wrestling around by yourself. But anyway, glad you guys could see the steps of what you got to do to take off. It's probably similar in a car transmission. This thing just happens to be twice the fucking weight. This transmission ended up costing me $3,800. That was with a core because my core was good, you know, and all that stuff. So we got this done. Now we're just waiting for Jim to get here and roll it under. This is what he asked me to have done before he got here. So we got all that done, so we're good. But like always, guys, check out the Patreon account. Check out onlinetoolvendors.com. Use those Amazon links, help support the channel. SnapOnJunkie.com, Facebook, Instagram, all that jazz. And like always, thanks for watching. And I gotta fucking go.